are 5 career milestones that you should work towards in your 20s, starting with number 1, which is figuring out what you don't like to do. And I know this one sounds a little counterintuitive because generally, when you're asked questions about your career, it's in the opposite context. What do you like doing? What strengths do you like using? And while having the answer to those questions is important, it's equally as important and valuable to understand what you don't like to do. I have found from experience, particularly in my 20s, I had several experiences in jobs that I for certain knew were not for me. And I'm so glad that I had those experiences because now I have that clarity and I'm able to move forward with intention. So, starting to get your list of what those things are is one important milestone to work towards. The second milestone that you'll want to work towards in your 20s is learning how to advocate for yourself. Now, this one can be very challenging and it is a skill. It is a muscle that you will have to grow and develop as you progress throughout your career. But being proactive with asking for feedback, asking for opportunities, asking questions instead of assuming, learning how to talk about your impact, these are things that aren't really taught to you, but are extremely important. So definitely start working towards this milestone in your 20s. The third milestone that you'll want to start working towards is creating your paper trail, i.e., keeping your career receipts, or what I like to affectionately refer to as a brag book. This is something that I really wish that I would have done earlier in my career, being able to look back on specific projects or wins or feedback that you have received or, particular skills or courses that you have taken and things that you have learned. This is the intent of a brag book. It's ensuring that you have something to go back to for advocacy conversations, for performance conversations, for interviews, etc. The fourth milestone that I recommend working towards in your 20s is making a really big career move or a career pivot. I feel like in the 20s is when you really start seeing people's paths diverge because up until that point, everyone was kind of on a similar path, right? Like they were going to school. But once kind of the high school, and particularly college graduation passes, this is when you start seeing different paths. And I really encourage you to think about your own path and ensure that you are not on autopilot. This is kind of what happened to me when I woke up in my mid 20s. I was working in IT, which I knew like I did not want to do long term. And so I made the decision to move from IT to HR. And I also moved from Charleston, South Carolina to Chicago. And so making this first big career move by myself, really without asking for permission and just doing it because I felt like it was going to lead me to a better end result or get me closer to my end goal is was really empowering. It then helped me make other big decisions in my career, such as taking a career break and leaving corporate America for 7 months altogether. So, this is a muscle, again, as are a lot of things that have to do with your career. They are muscles